Good evening, everyone. Welcome to GrayManPrepping. It is time for Survival Saturday, and tonight's topic is chickens for preppers. How's everybody doing out there? All right, let me go over here and bring up the comments just to make sure I've caught everybody here and hop up here. So, first one in was Walt Rogers. Second one was Phelan Clan Wolf, who's the maintenance chief up at Scout Camp. Scouts are gone for this week's batch are gone, and then tomorrow the other ones start showing up. Let's see, Savage Lee is here, and he's got 6 chickens right now. He's experiencing chicken math. Start out with 3, wind up with 6. Next thing he knows, he's going to have 18. Yeah. All right, then Ryan the Gamer came in. Let's see what else. Moon over Miami's here. Diana 2. Sue Me. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. JT Jr. grows it in Alaska. Woohoo! And Kaylin Strain is here. All right. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments after the live stream when people view it, some preppers and stuff. Why do I gotta have chicken? They're not even gonna watch it. They're just gonna, they're just gonna see the thumbnail for it and go, why do I gotta have chickens? Well, if you watched it, you'd find out. So hopefully everyone stick around and we can figure out why preppers should have chickens. All righty, so I was waiting. Someone said he was going to be in here, and he's not. So I'm going to just go ahead and drop the link for everybody here is friendly. Looks like so. There he is, ready at the cabin, and there's the link, Mark. And let's make sure I pin it in case Lewis shows up or Courtney shows up or any other chicken whisperer shows up. So, chickens. We're starting with chickens, but we will go afoul of the topic. Pun. Yeah. To some. There he is.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. So we're going to start with chickens, and then we're going to go afoul of the topic. And nothing from him.
I'm going to be back and forth cooking my steaks here, so.
Yeah, you're supposed to be grilling up chicken breasts.
You know what? I was in the mood for steak and corn on the cob over the fire in the husk, and a baked potato wrapped in foil with oil and salt and pepper.
CR's not here, so he's not going to care.
Oh, he'll be here because I already had it out with him this afternoon on the other feed.
Yeah, I saw you two in there, but I had grandkids, so I couldn't join you. For those interested, they were talking about Shadow Scout Swedes live stream. Starts at 2 o'clock Eastern time, so you can figure out from there every Saturday. So, all right. All right, so good talking chicken in the side chat. So let's go over and look at this here. Let's see what we got here. But I live in an urban environment, or I live in an apartment, or I live in a suburban area. Well, if you're in an urban environment, there are certain breeds that are noted for being very, very quiet. And there are some breeds of roosters that are, unless they're getting attacked, they keep their mouths shut. I can say, though, that Banties, little small chickens, the ones that my mom had, oh, man, you could tell when one of them was laying an egg. All of a sudden, one would go off, and then they'd all go off. And she, as soon as she's done laying it, quiet. Yeah. Shadow Scout's topic was dealing with flooding today. Literally, it was dealing with flooding. So, and that's the thing. Kaylin's going afoul of the topic, talking about quail, because listener doesn't allow chickens, and that is some strange stuff too. But when it comes to chickens, generally, unless you have a totally dictatorial left-wing nut, we want you to rely on us for everything. City government, you can generally go down to the city council and get or go to the planning office, try to get a variance there. If they won't issue a variance there, ask that it be put on a city council meeting docket so you can take it before the city council. They usually get nervous and sometimes they'll go ahead and issue it anyways. Other times they'll say, go ahead, they'll just turn it down. We're recommending it gets turned down. And when it goes before it, you can give all sorts of documentation. These are the breeds I'm getting. They're very quiet breeds. I'm not getting roosters, or if I do get a rooster, I'm getting this specific breed of rooster because it don't crow unless it's being attacked. Prepper 101, welcome. But in an apartment is a little bit more difficult. Quail, several people do quail in their apartment because they're small. You got to make sure you change the bedding and stuff so you don't get that nasty odor from the poop and the urine and stuff from the chickens and so the neighbors are going, what is that nasty smell coming from your apartment? Doesn't say squat about his snakes. He can say he's a licensed breeder. Yeah. Hey, he can say I'm raising the chickens for food for the pythons. That ought to get a rise out of them. Oh, Purple 101. Watch the mother-in-law chicken suit. You better cross your fingers. Oh. So, and then if you're in a suburban area, more along the lines of where, housing tracts and stuff, where it's a little more wide open. There's corn.
I got roasted corn. Okay, it's dark as hell.
Yeah.
Where's my, hold on, let me turn the light on with the phone here. Too much technology laying around. There we go. Yeah, roasted corn, roasted baked potato, and a steak on a seaside plate.
Supposed to do chicken tonight.
Yeah, I'm not doing chicken. I'm doing steak. I like beef.
And so, but if you're in an area like a more suburban housing tract area, especially if you're in an older one that there's no HOA and the lots are larger and have more trees and stuff on them and stuff, you generally finagle it. Let's see, just covering some other stuff here. So I mean, here, hey, it's painted to match the house. The neighbors might not even notice it if the chickens are really quiet.
Yeah, don't get a rooster.
Yeah, especially if the neighbors have their own garden, and then you can share chicken manure with them.
Or eggs.
That usually keeps the neighbors quiet, getting free eggs and chicken manure and stuff. And Utah Mike's here. Wife and I did hens, chickens, a lot of work, not as expensive as people think. No, not. Oh, Sue Me is poking at you, Mark.
I can't see the comments. What she's saying.
There it is on the screen.
Beef for preppers.
Uh,
And I'm putting my my 3-year-old ghee on my corn and potatoes.
ooh. Urban Gardening Chronicles, welcome. Yes, Banties are louder than my daughter's Rhode Island Reds, and they're louder than the larger chickens my mom used to have. The Banties, man, you think those things had a megaphone strapped to their beaks. Here's a little itty bitty Banty gets on out there. It's like sounds like a World War II air raid siren just about.
Oh crap! I just realized the salt I'm using is expired.
Oh no, the salt's expired. The 70 million year old salt is no longer good.
That's it. I got to throw all my food in the trash.
All right. So, but if you look at this one here, I mean, I like this. They built the chicken coop exactly like the house. Painted it, matched it.
We'll never know.
The lapping and stuff on it. Yeah. Oh, that's the kids' playhouse. So you get a couple mannequins of kids and put them inside the cage.
Yeah.
Then Child Protective Services will come over. I ain't got any kids. I'm 67. And some of them just do free range backyard. And you can say it's an educational, petting zoo type thing. Teach kids about chickens and eggs and stuff. And this one here is definitely suburban or urban. I mean, you got apartments and everything else around it, and they got some chickens. So, is it better to ask forgiveness or ask for permission?
I worked for one of the neighbors who were not supposed to have chickens in our county at all, or town. And he had a rooster, and 4 neighbors complained, and the cop showed up and said, "You need to get rid of them." So he ate them.
Yeah. Let's see here. Utah Mike said, yeah, but it depends. GT Junior's here.
Hey there.
Let me switch you with him. So let me switch you around so that way. Mark hides his face all the time, so it doesn't matter if a comment pops up in front of him.
I don't hide my face. I'm just ugly, so you know.
What do you have in the way of chickens up there, GT?
I have 9.
9?
Yes.
Cool. And the cold Alaska weather doesn't bother them?
Well, they're in the garage until hopefully by the 27th or the 28th. I bought some plans off of Etsy. It was like $4.10 because I know how to build it, but I don't know how to build it. So what I found was I was on another live and they were telling me about plans that they have. So I think the plan is going to work pretty well. I bought all the lumber needed for it. So yeah. But
Cool.
3 weeks after I moved into my home 2 years ago, I bought the chickens. I got in trouble for it because I didn't ask for permission. I asked for forgiveness. So, you know, after about 6 months, my wife was better about it. She was okay with it. And then on the second trial, my next 3, she's good with them. Yes, she's never had a pet. Sorry.
Oh no! Did she name them?
If you can get one of the chickens to bond with your spouse, that's it. You won.
I got them to bond with them. I named most of them, but then she switched the names on one of them, and then she didn't like the names on another. And then what really made her like show the affection and be more considerate of pets, because we treat them as pets. And it's because we interact with them daily because they're in the garage. So we don't have to go through the snow and things like that. Is we had one that passed away, and it really like affected her. I had to call out of work because she's never had a pet. So she didn't know, she didn't understand that. And she said, what's the purpose of having a pet if they're going to pass away? And then I had to explain to her, you know, everything related around that. And yeah, she doesn't want me to.
That was probably a little tough too.
Yeah, because she walked out and she seen it, and I heard her screaming, and I hopped up and I'm going to the door, and she comes to the garage door, and she got these big old tears, and I go out there and I see it, and she's holding it. She didn't hold the chickens before that day, so she's holding it, and I'm like, whoa, she's really like in it. So it was.
She got attached.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very. And that day and the next day, she brought up all her videos and pictures and stuff, and she would watch them and show me, look, look, look. You know, so it was.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, even though death had to bring her a little closer. Yeah.
Yeah. The when I was a little kid, oh geez, I was maybe 4 or 5.
Man, that was in the 1800s, wasn't it?
No, that was in the 1700s. 1700 BC.
Yeah.
Anyways, a guy was driving by, and I was walking. We had an acre and a quarter. The property on the one side of it was an acre and a quarter. The property on the other side of it was 10 acres. It was the old Dollar Estate turkey hatchery, and they were shut down, before we bought the place. And I was walking around up there, and the guy stopped. He goes, "Hey, you want a rooster?" Gave me a rooster. He goes, "His name's Charlie," and he gave it to me, and I took him and go running back and out. Look what I got! Look what I got! My mom and dad are. The next day, I went out and picked him up and stuff, and he hopped up on my shoulder. Evidently, he was a shoulder rider. And yeah, I mean, for the next 2 years, I mean, that was my number one pet. And what got me was when the stupid Norwegian wharf rats invaded Contra Costa County, and they got up and they chewed through the hardware cloth into his cage and killed him one night. That tore me up. That's when I first got interested in getting a rifle to go hunt rats.
Hey, you got nice blue skies up there, GT.
Yeah. What's your temperatures up there right now?
It's got to be 68. No, huh?
Yeah, it's 68, 69. Yeah. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful today. How'd you guess that so well? Goodness. Wow.
I'm kind of weird like that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. So Utah Mike is he's a suburban fox, got neighbor's hens. Okay, so he got the neighbor's hens from him. Let's see here. Urban Garden Chronicles. I'm asking for forgiveness, but I asked my neighbors before I got mine so they wouldn't report me. That's the way to do it. Sean in Alaska plans on building a bigger coop for his cold hardy chickens. Yeah, I mean he's had those chickens up there for years now.
Who is Sean?
Sean in Alaska. He's been building a cabin up there for the last several years. He just got the kitchen all done inside of it, and he usually goes live on Sundays, I believe.
And the channel name is called Sean in Alaska.
Sean in Alaska, yes.
Okay.
There's a lot of channels up in Alaska. I watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. We're supposed to be having a meetup next month, so hopefully I'll be able to go to that.
Keep this. Okay, and let's see here. I'm catching up on the thing here.
Yep. I don't think my wife will let me name the chickens that when we get them because she wants pets and she wants me to dig a hole and put a little cross on the ground when they die. But if they're egg layers, okay, yeah, I can do that. But I'll probably still do the same thing. But my buddy will get the chicken and he'll process it and make dog food out of it.
When we had milk cows when I was growing up, well, in my high school years and afterwards, and my dad would always breed it and give away the calf, you know, for hay and stuff. Well, the last time we bred the cows, he bred them to a Black Angus, and we wound up with two bulls, soon to be steers. And when they were born, my mom tried to name it was really foggy the day the one was born. She tried to name it Fog. Nope, that's Skillet. And my brother and I just refused it. We called it Skillet. My mom got so mad. And then the next one was born. It was all muddy out there, and she tried to go, oh, we're going to call that one Mud. We go, nope, that's where the cows have been pooping all the time. We're going to call it Cesspool.
Nice.
So we called them Skillet and Cesspool. And my mom didn't like it, but hey, they wound up in the freezer. They gave up on it. Now I just call them barbecue, roaster, and soup. All right, let me see what I got coming up here on my slide still. Oh, someone made a comment about you can't free range chickens when you have a garden. Actually, you can. My wife is looking into it. It's called a chicken garden. And you only have a few chickens out there because you want to make sure there's enough bugs to keep them happy so they don't go after the plants.
Right.
And they just go after the bugs and stuff. And so there are some cool ones out there. And it also depends what you plant in the chicken garden. And so she wants to have a chicken garden and then the big garden. So she has a chicken garden to feed the chickens. And let's see what else I got coming up here. I got a couple more ones here.
Hey, GT, do you let your chickens out, or they just stay in the garage all the time?
They stay in the garage. I bring them out every once in a while, but I work 7 days a week, so sometimes it's a little difficult to get them out like I want to.
Oh, geez. Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I work 7 days a week, and I've taken them out a few times, let them experience what's going on. We got this cat that keeps on visiting, and I have bears and moose that visit the area, so it's a little challenging, when me and my wife, we both work. So, yeah. But I've taken them out, and the 27th and the 28th, that's the day that I'm just gonna spend the day building them a chicken coop, because I have 2 sets. So that's what I'll be doing. So they'll just be outside. So they got about a week left. They get kicked out.
All right, Shawnee.
You just gotta worry about hawks and eagles, and
yeah. So Shawnee said there's for those in Iowa, there's going to be at the McMurray Hatchery. Charles Downing is teaching about raising chickens and gardening. So that's cool. And Kathy D, Salt and Light's in the house now. Yeah. And so like you see, if you have just a couple chickens out in the garden, generally, they're not going to eat your vegetables and stuff. They're going to go after the bugs because they'd rather have protein they'd rather be a carnivore than an omnivore. I mean, than a vegetarian. So, what else I got here? Oh, and a word from our sponsor here. You ready for it?
Sure.
Eat chicken.
Yeah. Eat more chicken. Learn how to spell more.
No, just eat chicken. Electric fence. Yeah, and that's what I was going to talk about here for you. Let me get it over here so I can bring it up here. I actually got some stuff. I haven't used it yet. I offered it to my daughter to try to control her rabbits and her chickens from coming over here and eating my squash and my sunflowers that are small and tender and juicy. Let's see if I can find it here. I got too many lists here. Farm animals. That's where it should be at.
Yeah, I'm looking into. Sorry.
Yeah. So I got one of my wish lists on Amazon is farm animals. Well, there's your little clucker watering things. There's your food. This one here is so cool. You can put 25 pounds of feed in there, but the lid, it doesn't open up for the chickens to get to it until they step on that front tray. When they step on that front tray, it opens up. They can eat it. They step off. It closes it, and the mice can't get to the food.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. So I have which one? So I got this one here. Open that, another one, and then I got this one here. So open that up. So I got this. That's both solar and plug-in. So you have several rainy days and cloudy days and stuff. You can plug it in. You plug it in and run it on solar. It'll run the solar until there's no power, and then it switches to the plug-in. And so, and what that does, that charges the fence. And several people have recommended this type of fencing, putting it out and making a circle, a square, whatever, and putting the chickens in it. And the chickens will only touch it a couple times. They realize, okay, we stay away from that green fence. Same thing with the rabbits. Same thing with pigs. Once they get zapped, they stay away from it.
That's next on my list to purchase is the electric fence. I have the charger already. It's not solar, but that's the only way that I can think of to, combat the the cat and the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other way.
Yeah. The fence is usually, because, like you'll get a bear go up there and put his nose up against it. And what's the sensitive part on a bear? His nose. Sensitive part on a moose, his nose. And so, yeah, that will, they get a little zap from that. It's like, oh, crap. And usually they'll try it once or twice, maybe 3 times. Then they realize, no, don't want to touch that.
Just got to watch how powerful it is. I put up an electric fence for my dog way 2 decades ago. And it was great. He touched it in 3 spots, never jumped on a fence again. And then I started finding dead squirrels and birds that landed on it and, short-circuited themselves. I'm like, okay, time to shut it off. The dog didn't need it anymore. He wouldn't jump. But now I got other small dead animals everywhere. So, watch your voltage or whatever. Make sure it's safe for chickens.
Yep.
So, but there are, and so I got 2 of these. So this is 164 feet. Excuse me. 164 feet long, 49 inches tall. So I can do a big area out in the pasture there and just circle it off and put either chickens, rabbits, or sheep or pigs out there and let them have a good time and then move it. But that's one of the things. I already got 2 of those. I got the thing. I just don't have the animals yet. I'm getting everything else, and the animals I get last.
I can dig it.
Well, my parents back in the early 60s, they just put up basically it's the 4-foot high fence that has the rectangular pieces at the bottom it's short again, and it gets wider and wider and wider until it gets up the square near the top. Chickens, you'll get some chickens try to fly up on it and get out. Well, my dad put a hot wire around the top of it, and chickens fly up to touch that. They want to touch it and the fence, and they zap, and okay, let's stop doing that. But at least they had chickens that learned well. Those chickens that didn't learn got harvested.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come up, Gil. I got to get back to work.
All right.
Dude,
all right, nice to meet you, Chef Tech.
Sky up there, GT. That is amazing. I'm loving that blue sky.
Yeah, it's we don't get many, but this summer has been very nice for us. So yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
All right, see you around.
Yep.
Okay, so GT has a great channel, covers a lot of cool stuff up there. If you're not subscribed to him, you may want to subscribe to him. If somebody could drop the link to him, to his channel, I appreciate it. And one of the things is, getting back to the main topic of chickens for preppers, is that preppers need to realize, all right, you have 6, 8 chickens, and if you're able to get a rooster, a chicken that's a quiet rooster in there, it's a
quiet rooster. You're kidding, right?
No, there are some breeds that they don't crow at the sun. They don't make any noise unless one of the hens is being attacked or they're being attacked. Then it's holy hell breaking loose. But normally they're very mellow about that, and they don't make a lot of noise, and they don't try to draw attention to themselves. Heat wave up to 60 in your basement. Oh, it's 77 in my office here, and it's
77 in my cabin.
I'm looking out the window here. It's 97 outside in the shade.
97. Wow. Let's see it. It finally 9 outside. It's still 75 in the cabin. I'm not going to be sleeping very well tonight. Yeah, Sean's for a while. He's a good guy.
Yeah. One of the things too you can do are what's called chicken tractors. If you have a lawn backyard and you don't have several chickens, about 6 or less, and you can build a chicken tractor and you can just drag it along the ground. You suspend a water bucket inside of it, or the little and let me go back to that here. I didn't put the nipples on here. Where are the nipples? Where are the nipples? I know I got them in here somewhere. There they are. Okay, so you got the nipple things here. You got the feeder. You got the drinker bucket, but you can use the nipples on a 5-gallon bucket and just hang it up and just pour water into it and keep it full. And you can hang up the chicken food one. That way it's off the ground, so you can drag the chicken tractor, and those things will just sway a little bit, and you can move it around so the chickens go after all the bugs in the grass. And you want to move it every couple of days so they don't tear up the grass. All right, so Laura and Chris built a small one last year. Now they use the big steel one with wheels. Yeah. And so there are, for chickens, there is a lot of stuff. Oh, chicken coop window. automatically opens and closes. The little heater to keep the chicken water from freezing in the wintertime if you're in that type of area. There is a lot of chicken stuff on Amazon. Your chicken trough, we used to have these for feeding them. And if you need to keep the chickens warm, but you don't want to keep them awake at night, you get a ceramic lamp like they use for snakes and stuff, and you just hit the one area. You can buy mealworms for your chickens, but they got all sorts of fencing and the zappers and these things here are really cool. The Grandpa's one is the one I saw first. I actually saw a video on this one. But it's really cool on it. You know, you look, if you go on YouTube on the search, you search Grandpa's feeders or Grandpa's automatic chicken feeder, and you should get several videos on it showing how it works. But down in this part here, if they step on this part here at the bottom, the lid opens up and uncovers the food so they can eat the food. Really cool. Susan Galay is here. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. I got to do something here. All right, but everybody get ready.
Hey, what's GT's channel? Because nobody posted it.
Okay, it's big G, little T, big J, little R, all together, then Grows It Alaska. And so actually Suzanne Galay posted it. There it is.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, channel memberships. I'm giving away right now. Get ready, guys, to click on it as fast as you. If you don't have a membership, get ready to try to click on it and grab a membership. Here it comes. There it is in the chat there. All right, Grammy Karen, Shenanigans, Stephanie Joe Roundtree, Mad Chick Acres, and Vitra. Grab them. And
Sweet.
And if you weren't able to get one, they changed the way you do it. You got to on the channel. You got to. I don't know how you do it on the phones. They really changed that up. But even on a computer, you got to set it up so you can accept gifts. And when you get a gift, when you accept gifts, one of these comes. If everybody accepts gifts already has a membership, then you know, or it just goes in line. And, I notice it kind of goes in an order. You know, they kind of, if someone gets one, they go to the bottom of the list for the next month. And these are only good for a month. These memberships. So if you see all watch the member videos, and all of a sudden you can't watch them anymore, well, it's because your free gift has expired. It's only 99 cents a month to become a member. All right, and Tammy Harder's here. Hey. All righty. All right, yeah. So there is a lot of stuff you can do, and it was like you said, the Grandpa's feeder and the automatic feeders. You don't have to worry about mice and rats getting in there and eating the food. So the chickens can go up there, they can eat, and the food lasts longer. And there is a bunch of information. Courtney at White Family Farm has all sorts of chickens and turkeys and stuff. And she's, you know, you have any questions at all, she's more than happy to talk about the various breeds she has. She has some Easter eggers. She has some Buffingtons, and she has really unique breeds as well. But for preppers, why should a prepper get chickens? If you can get chickens and not get in trouble with your city or county, get chickens. Just get a couple. Learn from the chickens. Learn how much they eat and stuff. And then there are videos out there how to make the food go longer, how to make the food more easily digestible for the chickens. And there's a lot of things you can do for it, because you don't have to have you know, an SHTF or a Kiwaki situation where, you know, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I ain't feeling fine. Where you might have to, yes, Kaylin, and where you have to worry about food and stuff. If you have chickens, and you're producing eggs and you've been giving away eggs to a lot of your neighbors and stuff, they're going to realize it's like, wait a minute, okay, we need to protect this food source. And all of a sudden, they'll be bringing all their food scraps that they would have been throwing away or burying over to you to feed the chickens to produce eggs. And now being a producer for a group of people gives you a little bit of influence on a community, forming that community into a KEG, a community assistance group, and getting them in a bad situation to pull together and to work together. And since chickens can be the key to getting some of them prepared before it happens, but after something happens, it's like, hey guys, I've been kind of trying to warn you guys about this. You guys need to get on board now. And all right, that nice luscious lawn you have in the backyard, dig it up, turn it over. You're gonna plant garden. We're gonna teach you how to plant gardens. We're gonna teach you more stuff to do. And if I have enough chickens if I have enough eggs where everybody's not using eggs, we can see about hatching some of those eggs. So you guys can have a couple chickens over there to help A, eat the bugs in your garden, and B, provide another source of eggs in case something happens to mine. Okay, Laura and Chris, the channel is Hedgehog's Homestead, and they're back in Tennessee, and they moved from Washington back to Tennessee. They got 160 acres back there, and they had the Amish come in and built their house, and the Amish came in and built their barn, and yeah. And he was an accountant, but right now he's making more money driving truck. Looking at the chat. Okay. So, and if you can't do chickens, quails is the next best thing. What's funny is where my house in California, where the staff sergeant still is, across the street, on the hill beyond where the subdivision's going in. Let's see if I can share that here real quick here. She sent me some pictures, so I got to get to her. Okay, let's see if I can make myself big for a second here. So this is the okay, you're getting the green screen taking out the green out of it. This is directly across from our driveway going up the hill, and they're putting in a bunch of houses up there. And there should be some more hang on, I'm going to kill the green screen for a second here. None. Okay. So you can see the excavator there, and it's going up the hill where they're working up there. And I think that's like 12 acres they're putting in. I've been sending her pictures. She's been sending me pictures here. So trying to find, I thought she had some more. She may have emailed them to me. I have to find them elsewhere, but yeah. Anyways, so up on the hill behind, let me put my back up so you don't see that. I know which one I'll put up. I'll put this one up. Eat chicken. Up on that hill up on top above where they're doing the construction is people have some 5 acres and 10 acres lots up there. And you get up to the Viennos at the very top of the hill, and they have 2,000 acres winery. And somebody up there had peacocks, and they turned the peacocks loose about 12 years ago. And the peacocks were up there for a couple of years, and they disappeared for 2 years, and they came back. Only there were more of them when they came back. And they were there for about 5-6 years, and they disappeared for a year. And then they came back, and there were even more peacocks. So the peacocks make a lot more noise than chickens. So if you have if you want to have camouflage your chickens, you raise some peacocks and you turn them loose. Oh, who is Courtney? All right, hang on. I got to bring it up over here. Courtney it's Courtney and Dustin Wide. And it's Wide Family Farms. Let me get it up here. WHYDE. It's going to make me do it all the way. Family Farm. Keeps on trying to take it to White Family Farm, which is, no, it's not White Family Farm. It's Wide. And the White Family Farm isn't as big as they are. So here we go. So right there, Wide Family Farm. And so there, Courtney goes live quite a bit. And does a lot of canning. And she has a lot of chickens. And she has turkeys. And she does all sorts of food challenges and stuff too. And she was back at the and her group her group is called the Poop Troop, and I'm a member of the Poop Troop. And so are a bunch of others, and yeah. So yeah, she talks about her problems with her lettuce and stuff. That's her husband Dustin, who's also known as King Poopa for his channel, and he has videos over there. And yeah, so, and there's the intro video for her channel. But yeah, Courtney and I go back, oh, how long now? 6-7 years now. We've been friends.
I thought it was a couple hundred years.
Yeah. And we're always texting each other. Sometimes we call. And we're always on Facebook together. She's got 2 different Facebook groups, and I'm in both of them. So, yeah. And thank you, Suzanne. There it is. There's the link to it. And see, Corky the Garden Slayer. So Courtney goes by Corky. She also has another channel called Corky's Mojo, where she sings songs and stuff. Sort of like karaoke. When she has the time to relax. It's been a while since she's put anything out on that one. Yeah, guinea fowl are also noisy. And that's the thing to think about. If you want to hide your quiet chickens, you get some of these other birds and you turn them loose in the neighborhood. And yes, Courtney and Dustin and their son Fred were at the Independent Food Summit with Rebel Canners there in Ohio. And Courtney posted some videos. Courtney is also the co-host of Grow Big TV with Joe of Garden State Gardener. So they have Grow Big TV as well. So anyways, yeah, Courtney is a great channel to follow. And so, of course, it's because she is so great and stuff, she has a lot of haters. And I have the same haters because I support her. But chickens for preppers, eggs. Eggs is probably the number one thing to have. for source of protein. And if you get enough chicken, if you get chicken math, and the chickens start multiplying exponentially, then you have freezer camp birds. Or as Tammy says it, you can them and turn them into ugly chicken. And in fact, when was it? Hang on. Let me look at it here. Okay, so on Mondays when I do the on Camp Patton Family Compound, I do the I'm doing the canning. I've been doing canning just about all year on Mondays. Back on April 1st, we did canning chicken, and Tammy talked about the good, bad, ugly, and the great of canning chicken. Yeah, Sutton Days also raises and cans chickens as well. And so there is a lot of chicken people out there, and preppers. Any prepper that says, "Oh, you don't need to worry about chickens, or you just have your freeze dried meat and your all this other type, frozen meats and stuff like that." It's like, dude, yes, I got frozen meat. I got in the middle cans chicken. I haven't canned any, pressure canned any chicken myself yet, because my daughter hasn't processed any chickens lately, and my wife won't let me get chickens here until she's up here. Hey, got to keep the boss happy.
I got all the above. I got canned, frozen, and freeze dried, because you never know.
Exactly. And chicken is, chicken is, especially if you raise the chickens yourself, are going to be a lot more healthy for you than the stuff you buy in the store, and there's going to be a lot better. And that reminds me, I got to pull it up here. Where is it? I know I saved it specifically for tonight, as well as the other. There it is. Let me make it big so you guys can see it. I forgot to pull a story on it. There was a supermarket chain back in the 40s that was wanted to make chickens from more of a staple than the delicacy that they were, and so they started breeding old school breeding chickens to produce more meat, and then they also changed the diet of them to produce more meat. And so from 1957 to 2005, chickens went on average from 905 grams to 4,202 grams average. So this is what the name of the grocery store began with an A. It wasn't Aldi and it wasn't Albertsons. I can't remember who it was right now, but yeah.
A&P?
Might be.
Atlantic and Pacific. That was the name of it.
Yeah. But yeah, chickens, especially if you raise them yourself and the ones not bought at the store, the fatty acids in it is the good fatty acids. The ones in the store that have been processed and bulk fed and had corn crammed down their throat, it goes from the instead of being the omega-3, it's omega-6, which is not as good. I think that's the way it is. So it went from the really good one to the one. So that's something to consider. If you're raising it, you're going to be getting that nice, good fatty acid there. So, which is healthier for you. Plus, a good chicken grease is a great lubricant too. Just ask anybody that has stepped on something that spilled in the chicken. Or someone that grabbed hold of the doorknob, and then you try to go out after you grab the doorknob, your hand goes right off and your face goes into the door. It's like crap.
Oh, pig fat used to be a great lubricant too, till people started getting trichinosis from their machinery.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things too, chickens, yes, chickens do bring certain predators. But if your chicken coop and run is set up right, when those predators come around, it's, oh, I'm gonna take that coyote out. Now I got some coyote pelt, and for right now I could probably take that and get $35 for the pelt or more, depending on your area. And yeah, yeah, the Cornish cross, especially the white Cornish cross, big meat birds, short lifespan, very hard to breed. My daughter tried for 3 years breeding them and it didn't work because they got so fat so fast that they went right past the egg laying stage into the, oh, I'm dying because I'm at the perfect weight. Oh, I'm dead.
That's sad.
Yeah. So I mean, if there are breeds out there now that just are hard to replicate because they're bred for, basically they do the Cornish cross breeding and produce the Cornish cross bird as chicks, and they sell a ton of them, and people buy them, feed them themselves. In 6 to 8 weeks, they are ready to be for freezer camp, and they go to freezer camp. Yeah. Found out that the other day there was a adolescent teenage cooler that climbed the fence and went into the chicken run the other night, and my daughter and her husband heard it and went out there, and they started chasing after it, and it dropped the bird, which survived, and chased it off. And it's like, okay. And so they got a motion sensor, like the same one I got on the side of my house here. They bought the pieces and stuff and spent about $80 with the cord and the wall mount thing, putting it so they can mount it, put it on a post. I said, no. And I ordered the thing for them, $39. And it's a lot, and it's very bright. It's plug and play. But they put that out there, and I don't think they've had problems with it since they put that motion sensor out there. But it turns out nobody had seen a raccoon until they were reporting, hey, there's a big old fat raccoon going around here now. And so it was going after the small chickens about this big that are the Rhode Island Red this year's one. So, but yeah, he's got his bow all set up by the door, ready to go out and go shooting at it with a bow, so he doesn't make loud noise in the city.
I got coyotes yipping off in the distance tonight, which means I'll be breaking out the pew pew for the morning.
Yeah. Well, if you leave your scraps out there away from the cabin a little bit, where you can just crack the window, whatever, and be lined up on them.
I ain't shooting through the screen. I don't want to replace the screen. Last time I saw one run by me, it was about 20 yards away, and I was, okay, I'll say it kindly, sitting on the deck at 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't have my toy with me.
Yeah.
It just ran right past me. I'm like, really, dude? You're lucky.
Yeah, Kaylin's got it right. They smell your steak.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm not sure if there's a bounty on any of the cougars up here. There is bounty on coyotes, and I'd have to ask around and check with other people. But I think that with as far as the cougar goes, there's no bounty on them. But if a cougar comes on your property and kills one chicken, one rabbit, one anything,
One
you can
person.
shoot it. You can go ahead and shoot it. You got the blessing from the state to shoot it.
There was a bounty on a cougar when I was growing up in New Jersey, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
The only cougars I grew up with in Arizona were do not touch. The golden cougar was on the endangered species list. And the deputy sheriff got in trouble because somebody had hit one and it was there in pain on the freeway, and so he dispatched it, and he got in all sorts of trouble, and they had to do a necropsy, on it, and determined it was going to die anyways. That's the only way he got out of being trouble, is that he just put it out of its misery.
I was talking about a different kind of cougar.
Oh, you mean the ones that do the nails up?
Yes, that's it. That she did nails and that one. Yeah, different cougar altogether. There was a bounty on her too, but that's a different kind of bounty.
Uh-oh. Utah Mike smells your steak.
Yeah, where's CR?
Yeah. So, all right. So coming up here, let me get my list up on this computer over here. All right. So on Monday, on Camp Patton Family Compound, 8:00 Eastern Time, we'll be talking canning science with. We'll have Tammy up here from Rebel Canners with us. Then on Tuesday, Tuesdays is going to devolve and going to go this way and that way, because the topic is, how broken is the all-knowing AI?
All-knowing.
All unknowing. Thursday night on Tuesday is also at 8:00. Thursday night is the Midnight Ride, 10:00 Eastern Time, because 10:00 is midnight down in Rio. We're partying in Rio. Friday, Camp Patton Family Compound. We're talking about homemade leavened bread, non-yeast bread. So other ways to make leavened bread, not unleavened, leavened bread without using yeast.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun and interesting, because it's also going to go from the what everybody thinks it is for making stuff raised to sourdough.
Yep.
And next Saturday here is rabbits for preppers, and this one's going to get a little bit more fun. But wait a minute. So what was it? Cattle's not going to be until July 20th.
And rabbits don't lay eggs.
And rabbits don't make much noise unless they're being attacked.
Yep.
Yeah. AI is scanning the live chats and the comments in the regular videos as well. And Facebook is, I guess Facebook has Facebook has taken away the search bar and is now wanting Meta to search AI to search for you automatically. And then, of course, Google, when you do a regular Google search now, it has the experimental AI throwing up, oh, is this what you were looking for?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 for me, it's no. I keep on giving it the thumbs down and telling it you're way off base.
It doesn't care. It's gonna do it anyway, and it's not gonna give you any of the search results you want. Period.
Yeah. So Utah Mike has minks down there. A lot of escape from mink farms. Yeah.
Wabbits. Easter egg.
Little itty bitty chocolate Easter eggs, but you only want to eat the ones that have the foil wrapping on them. You don't want to eat the other Easter eggs, the other chocolate ones.
I can't do the voice anymore, but it was a Bugs Bunny. It's like, oh, I'm the Easter Bunny. Yeah, that one.
Oh well, heck, shoot. if you're gonna do that, I got to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet rabbit. Suffering succotash. Yeah, meta. Okay, so that's what's coming up here. Other future things farther out. Food devaluations on the topic for later on. Reviewing your plans is coming up on GrayManPrepping here.
Freeze drying a week from Monday.
Freeze drying is a week from Monday. So on July 1st, it's going to be freeze drying. And see what else we got coming up here for you guys. Low sugar canning, personal safety when alone, teaching home ec, canning types of water, teaching youth the DIY mindset. What else we got up here?
Wait, canning types of water? How many types of water are there?
Let's see. There's regular tap water that you've done. There is
rainwater, groundwater.
There is distilled water. There is saline solution. There is canning different types of water for different reasons other than just drinking. So we got a bunch of stuff also. So if anybody has any suggestions for topics for either GrayManPrepping or Camp Patton Family Compound, please email me at camppattonfamilycompound@gmail.com with your suggestions. That way, whether it's prepping, gardening, livestock, whatever it is, let me know what you want to hear, and we'll pull up information on it. All right. And
sounds good.
And of course, heavy water.
Heavy water.
I ain't saying that I have any. So anyway, so that's what I got topics up through July 23rd. So I need more topics to go. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back through my list, go back a couple of years to start pulling up old live stream topics and trying to do it.
I'll work on it for you.
Yeah, winter heat is I probably already got that in because somebody else was talking about that. I think that may be in here for it's October 5th on Survival Saturday. That's already up there. Winter heat in a cold climate in an urban setting when the power goes out. And so we're just going to expand on it to everywhere else on that one, Utah Mike. Piggies for preppers. Hang on. I got cattle for preppers.
Piggies.
Oh, that's going to get all sorts of people upset. I'm going to do it. Piggies for preppers. That'll be in August. Oh, yeah. All right, everyone. It's now 10 after 7 here. I still got daylight. It's cooling off a little bit. Yes, I can go out there and work again. It was 97 in the shade on this wall of the house
In the words of CR, that's cool.
Yep. All right, everyone. If you come up with any ideas, feel free to email me. The email is in the bottom of the description of all my live streams and should be in the bottom of the description of all my videos. One of the last lines down there near the bottom, so you can always find my email to send me suggestions. All right, everyone. We'll see you around.
Have a good night.